Hi there, my name is Chrillsims and welcome here to a very new series on my channel. My name is of course Chrillsims and this is not in a game, of course. This is in the Sims 3 world editor where you actually can build your own world. So I'm gonna actually explain to you an introduction to this series. We're gonna just look around. As you can see, this is my world, and what I want to do is that I wanna have a building series where we build the actual world. So we're gonna of course build, but I don't gonna show you everything I build, because when you actually gonna download this world in the future, you also gonna go and explore and find new ways to play. So it's gonna be a very cool thing in this series. Of course I'm gonna explain a little bit what I have done so far, but I'm gonna mix this between time-lapse and a real-time building. So sometimes in the video I build in real time and actually explain what I'm doing. And also in some part of the videos I will add some music and just do a time-lapse and speed build things up, because you know it takes a lot of time to actually build a world. So I think it's gonna be it's gonna be a great combination. So what I have thoughts in mind today is that I have worked a bit hard on this part of this world. This is gonna be like a university place. This is gonna be a lot of schools and you know, everything about schools and everything about that university and things and stuff. So that is gonna be a place for that, and that is also a beach. This is basically an island, tropical island, but I also wanna do some other things, like building some other things like farms and a city. The city I have you over there, but we're not gonna build it on today. Today we actually gonna build on the farm. Actually I really want to have a place in this world that you can actually do have horses and things and stuff if you have the expansion pack, pets of course. So by further ado, we actually gonna build, and I think this area is a good place to be, you know, I think a place to have the farms of course. And I'm just gonna bring up the tools I just need to do. So we're gonna go and we're gonna flat some areas out over here. So I wanna go do this road here a little bit. I want it to go up here in like a spiral way, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna do like this. It doesn't look really nice right now, but you're gonna see what I mean very soon. So we're gonna just flat this area out a little bit, then we're gonna smooth it out. As you can see, it's a very edgy thing to have. So of course I gonna here we go, that would be nice. I gonna have a lot of time lapse, as you heard me say last time. So here we're gonna of course go and take the roads. It's very hard to actually do this, what I really want to do. So we're gonna see how it works. I have already done some pre-made roads, and we're gonna place it bad boys over here. So here is the road that will come up from the hill though to this this is gonna be like an area. You're gonna have a park and you're gonna have things and stuff. That is what I didn't want them to do though. Oh my god. So the road tool, it doesn't really work what I really want it to work. Okay, I will take this, and as you can see, this is not as you can see, it isn't the real game, and it doesn't look like the real The Sims game, but yeah, you know, I think it's gonna be a very good place to be. See, so we're gonna of course go, and I want to have a curve on that road. I don't want it to be just a straight road. So this would be nice, I think. Great. And then we're gonna have a thing over here, so we can go and do a turn. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna go and take the ordinary road again and place some of these bad boys. I wanna place on the grids because we're gonna use that, so it's much easier to place the roads, and we're gonna of course move the roads to this thing over here. So as you can see, it looks very nice, and it didn't wanna connect this road, but it didn't. It did at last. Of course, we're gonna do in more details on the actual the terrain itself very soon. What we're gonna continue. I have some plans about this world actually. So if we go over here, as you can see, don't mind my art skill right now, but I just made a very quick sketch. As you can see, here is where I want actually the thing, a little city area for the farms will be. So we have a lot A, lot C and B. We have some shops here if you wanna just shop some books and food, because if you don't want to go to the street. And we also have a park, like inspiration from you know, the Appaloosa Plains in The Sims 3. So we're gonna bring this road more up, and of course we're gonna go and place some roads. That is what I didn't want. I forgot to mention this one. So we're gonna go here, and I think we're gonna go up here like so, and that will be like a great start to thing to have actually. So I want the road to continue over here to some other places, so I wanna quit that, and we're gonna of course bring back the road again to where it was supposed to be, and make it looks more prettier than it is now. So we're gonna just turn this a little bit, and we're gonna of course make a I don't really know what it actually is called in English, but I will call it a part where you actually gonna this thing, as you can see on my right over there. Oh my god, can you stop? Thank you. We need to this. No, okay, go and do this. Oh, there we go, finally. So we're gonna place this. We're gonna use the grid again. So we're gonna use that, and we're gonna move. So now we have done pretty much what I want to do with the roads for now. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna turn off the grid. How do I wanna do this? I wanna do the terrain right now. So there are a couple of episodes, or it depends on how much I have time to do, but we're gonna do some terrain. So we're gonna go over here. Of course the tool I'm using here is in Swedish, so I will explain and you know, everything about that. I'm gonna smooth everything out, and that was a mistake I guess, because the road over there didn't really, okay, it really messed up there, so I have to do that separately later on. But we're gonna make some, I wanna have these, and I have pre-made some brush tools, and we're just gonna sculpt just a mountain side over here, so it's gonna look pretty. As you can see, we need, this is like a base of the mountain itself, and we're gonna, as you can see, I'm drawing with this, and it looks pretty nice. I think it turned out great, this little area. Of course I can actually, I have pre-made a lot of things in Photoshop. You can use Photoshop to actually use a height map to do this, but I'm not pretty good at Photoshop right now, so I'm not gonna use it if you wonder that. We basically doing just the terrain by ourselves. So this is the mountain. It looks pretty nice already. We're gonna paint it later on. I don't wanna do that because there's gonna be a road over there. So oh my god, the game is glitching a little bit. Okay, what I would wanna do now, so I think I'm gonna still continue building on this mountain part, and then I will come back to you later on, and this will be a time lapse, and I will show you what I have done so far. So see you then. Hello there, I'm of course back again. My game actually crashed when I tried to build this, and that is because I had two recording programs up at the same time, and it didn't work, so I had to restart. But I think the terrain to look very cool and amazing right now. It looks a little mountain. I don't really know how to pronounce that, but it looks like a good looking hill of a mountain, if that makes any sense. So now we have come to the fun part. We actually gonna go and make this a little bit of a little down, not a downtown area, but a little bit of a, you know, a town, you know, for the farms and stuff and things. And I wanted it to be flat, you know, because there are gonna be a flat slot. It is, I really want to have more flat lots, because when you actually have flat lots, you can actually upload your own houses to the exchange rather than have a custom terrain, if that makes any sense. So we are gonna, of course, continue on the road itself. So I have prepared a little bit, so I'm gonna just go and do this to a nice curve. So we're gonna go and take the move tool and just place it where I want it to be. Of course, I had already used the grids, so I have already made it up very good. So this is, it doesn't look like a fun curve though, but it is a curve that match, I think. So we are of course gonna look at the picture very soon. I just gonna show you what I'm gonna work on. Right now you see this curve over here. If you can see here, this is gonna be this kind of curve, you know. It's gonna not be exactly the same thing, but I wanna have like a farm area like that, and we're gonna have a lot over here. It's gonna be a very big lot, so I don't really know how that's gonna fit in this small area though. But we're gonna of course and go and see what's gonna happen in the future. I think I'm gonna go and do one of these roads. I think we're gonna go and a crosswalk. I don't really know. I couldn't pronounce that, but yeah, there we go. We're gonna turn on the grid again because I really wanna see. So I think we're gonna make this a little bit larger than it really is, because I don't really know if a 64 lot actually fits in this very small area, because the road is gonna go out here as well. So I think we're gonna turn this a little bit more up over here maybe, because I want to have a lot of space, because you're gonna have horses, and there's gonna be a lot of space you need to have. So we're gonna continue building on this world. I did place it wrong though, but we can fix that later. So we're gonna go and fix this, place it. It doesn't really fit right now, I can see. Okay, that is because I didn't use the grid in the first place. So okay, we can do and delete that one, to be honest. And we're gonna delete this one as well, and we're gonna move this back, and we're gonna redo everything because I did mess up things. So we're gonna of course go and take the ordinary road tool. So today's episode is basically the roads and things. As I said, I'm not gonna show you everything I'm doing, because it's gonna be a surprise when you're actually downloading this world. So I'm gonna go and place more roads over here. As you can see it looks much pretty straightforward right now, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna go and turn off that, and we're gonna move tool and place these bad boys back again. See, now you can see now it's a very straight line, and it is very important when you're actually doing the lots, because you don't want to have a gap between the lots and the roads, if that makes any sense. So this looks pretty nice. We can do the thing over here. So we're gonna turn up the road again. I guess we can go and look at this reference. As you can see, we're gonna have that road going up there. So we're gonna turn off that again, and we're gonna continue with the roads. So we're gonna use a ordinary road as usual. It's very annoying because you have to do everything over again. You have to set the settings all over again, and it's pretty annoying, to be honest. We're gonna move this up a bit, like so. I think that will be good. I think the lot will actually begin over here where the road ends, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna make this a very large area because we, you know, I think I'm gonna have it there, to be honest. So what I want to do now, I want to have the move tool, of course, and turn that in. We're gonna use a lot. We're gonna, of course, turn on the layer for my lots, and we're gonna, of course, go into the lots and add a new lot. And as you can see over here, I wanna have it somewhere there on this line, maybe like here, maybe. And as you can see, I'm drawing a line over here, and this is gonna be the lot. And as you can see on the corner down, if you can't see that, it's a very small number where you can see the lot size. So this is gonna be 64. I think it's gonna be 60, to be honest. 60/60, I guess. So 60/60 over there. I want it to be an ordinary lot, of course. You don't need to have a fancy things. So yeah, it's gonna be a residential lot, of course, because you're gonna have a farm. We're gonna place some details and other things, of course, in there later on. And what we're gonna do now, though, is that we are gonna turn off the grid, to be honest, so I can see something. It's starting very small. As you can see, we have done a pretty much we have come a bit far, I guess, and I really wanna continue with the roads because that is gonna take a lot of time. So I think it's gonna take a lot of time, so I think I'm gonna go and do the time lapse again, so I will see you very soon. My name is Krill and welcome back, of course, to this little world. As you can see me, I have built a lot of roads and it took me a very long time to do. As you can see over here, it doesn't really turn out what I really wanted to be. I wanted it to be just one big park lot over here, but instead, because it was too big, so what I did instead is I did a little dirt road over here, so you can go over here. It's like a Patreon park. I don't really know what it's called. So yeah, this is a little small city, and actually it turned out to be a little big city, if I have to be honest, because we need to bring back that whole mountain a bit. So we're gonna of course do that, and this is what we have done today. We have made these lots are of course not gonna be there. I'm just gonna use them just so I can see how lot of course space I need to have. We have done pretty much here. We can actually go, and last thing we're gonna do in this episode, we're gonna go and paint, of course. So we're gonna go over here and just doing only roads today, so it won't be too boring for you guys. So I wanna have some grass over here. I wanna have a large pencil, and I'm gonna speed it up. I'm gonna have it to 100 so I can have a lot of color. So this is the base color, as you can see me drawing on the land. Of course it's gonna be all over the place. Here up in this farm area, it's not gonna be palm trees where it is down there. It's gonna be more like forest thing over here. I don't really know if I'm gonna do a forest, a real forest in this, because this is a paradise island, and I can tell you that it doesn't really fit into this world. But what I can say is that farm, I want to have ordinary trees up here, so it won't be only palm trees. So I have painted pretty much what I wanted to paint. So we have come a long far. As you can see on the video itself, it actually takes a lot of time to build a world. So we're gonna of course, it's itching on my hand right now, so that is fun. So we need to have some rock. Okay, so we're gonna have this thing, I guess. And we're gonna know that is too much. That is too much. We're gonna bring that back to around 14 in opacity, I don't know. And the size will be 18. So we're gonna just paint a roughly, not a lot of colors on these inner rocks, if I would say that, because it doesn't really meant to be like hard rock over here, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to explain that, to be honest. Oh, that was too much. I didn't like that. Here on this side though will be much more color into it, because this is more like a mountain thing. That is like more small rocks. Here is like a big mountain thing. So we're gonna do it like this. Looks beautiful. We're gonna of course make some details. We're not only gonna use this color, and I'm gonna show you why. I haven't completed the road over here, so we're gonna of course make up the progress over there. So I don't really know if I'm gonna paint there yet. So we're gonna just paint roughly what we need to have here. As you can see, it looks beautiful. Beautiful. Gonna have. I really like to paint in this program, because it's so easy to do, and it's similar to Sims 3 actually, in the game. So I really like it. So I'm gonna just paint some skill. Just be very careful when you're painting, because sometimes you paint too much and the color looks very too much, if you know what I mean. So as you can see here, these are a little grass in between here, and the gaps. So we're gonna use another texture, darker texture, to make the like a shadow thing. It looks more detailed and things and stuff. So the gaps are, we're gonna fill this darker more in the gaps where it's sunken down, if you have to say that. I need to delete that. So it's getting a little bit texture. Oh my god, better texture, and it looks cool because it looks like a shadow more, and it not looks so plain, if you have to say that. So we're gonna paint this mountainside. Of course, this terrain texture I'm using is from Isla Paradise, so you can download it, of course, if you search on Google, if you're really into that. I think that is too much color on that part though. I'm gonna delete that. I think it, yeah, I think I'm gonna, of course, we're gonna I'm gonna show you one more thing before I leave today, and we're gonna just paint some shadows. We're not gonna continue more there, so like you see now, it looks pretty much awesome. We're gonna use too much. There we go. Cool. Now we need to add some shadow and like a shadow and some other texture to our grass. So I usually have it on the side, and we can use the individual things over here, so we don't color over the mountains. As you can see, these are a bit darker grass. If you had said that, I really like it to use it on the edges. It looks more cool, and also on the roads to make it not look so. It looks more detailed. It looks very pretty actually. So we're gonna and I don't really know if I'm gonna use dirt up over here. Maybe gonna do that actually. Maybe gonna use some dirt. Because yeah, I'm not gonna paint this area over here because we have lots over here, and we're gonna use those lots to you know, see the size of how big the lot gonna be. Then I'm gonna delete the lots, because if I can't really edit the as you can see the color inside the lot, so we're gonna delete those lots later on. That square thing up there we're not gonna use, so I'm gonna of course do that. On this little over here, this little hill over here, we're gonna use some grass here. That would be nice. Some over here. Nice. We're gonna use a bigger brush. And that is actually for this episode. I really hope you like this, what I'm going for. We have pretty much done whole this area right here, and it looks pretty nice. It's a little hill up to the farm area where you can have horses and other cool things. This is a very good inspiration for Uplosa Plains and stuff and things. So I think you leave in the comments if you really like this things, if you want me to continue, of course. And of course leave also a like if you want to do that. Also another thing to say is also, if you prefer a longer episodes or if you prefer shorter episodes, let me know of course in the comment section below as well. And my job is always to make your Sims happy. Bye.